What's up, my Finan Laughs? It's Miss Finan D coming to you all from Vienna Entertainment News.
Sure, I hope that works out. I just want to know what's going on with Ken.
Who is that? For the glad. Yes, for the drink. Yes, to turn the drink up and then pat the glass on the end, baby.
What's
Get the little
going
drips.
on with this Ken now?
I have no idea. What's crazy is I really don't understand. Well, what I do think is what I was saying earlier. I'm the heavyweight champion. And people like to use my name to take them where they need to go.
She don't really feel like you called that baby a buffalo. She had to understand what you meant by that.
She knew exactly. But prior to that she was just, when you get mad with a person, you just be firing shots. I could have held on to it, but look, some of these girls are making a show. Some of them couldn't be on the show if they didn't make up some shit. So as far as I know, it was just made up, girl. And I just caught in the crossfire.
Funny that her husband that's her husband still, or that's her baby daddy?
Let me think.
I don't know. I don't live in the. I don't know, either. Y'all. I ain't being funny.
I don't know either.
Her husband. Oh well, the cute. What's her name? Brooklyn. Her dad.
The cute baby.
She beautiful. She's so beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
Her daddy. Don't you feel like it's like weird that he really, really likes you and Ken don't like you at all?
Let me get my drink, bitch. Because I got to pour my drink on this.
I'm just, because let me tell you something. I have that kind of man. Like, David don't play no games. Like, he don't want to be involved in no drama. He don't like no drama. He don't
most real men are like that. They don't like.
Yeah, he don't play them games like funny. That do you find like that could be the glue to you and Ken, or do you feel like you and Ken is done forever?
For me, Tamar, like, it's okay to have disagreements. It's okay to argue. But when you start going way deep and way below the belt, now it makes it very hard to come back from that kind of stuff. Now, again, I know how to work and do my job, but I don't know about our show now. Our show is about sisterhood.
Period.
Okay? So we have to come back together. The point is to come back together. We have our differences, but a lot of people watching the show sometimes don't understand that even though we have our differences in sisterhood, that's what it is in real life. You have differences with your sisters, with your girlfriends, but you come back together.
Cool.
That's how it is. Here you go, Tamar. Oh, okay then. I'll be right back.
Child, you would think Mark Daly called Kenya Buddy. Imagine if Mark Daly had called his wife Buddy. Oh, they would have taken that and ran with it. Of course you're calling her Buddy, because that's all she is to you, and that and going in. I'm just using Dr. Heavenly, although I'm not here for her, from Married to Medicine reference, because it's okay. People call their spouse, nicknames all the time, but of course, leave it to the shady producers to make a big deal out of nothing. Now, the reason why I understand some people are upset with Tamar Braxton, those who support Kenya more, is the fact that Ken, that's how Mark Daly called his wife, for short, was turned into something negative. So then for Tamar to come on Instagram Live, and instead of her addressing Kenya as Kenya, for her to then say, "What's up with Ken?" And then instead of her stopping, for her to go as far as saying, she didn't think you really call that baby a buffalo. This is Tamar inserting herself into something that have absolutely nothing to do with her. And what I've noticed about Tamar is she always put herself into other people's mess and then becomes shocked when those people respond. It's like creating, low storms over here and then get shocked when a tsunami, or a tornado or something heavy hits you, and you're saying like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. She did the same thing to K. Michelle." I'm going to do my best not to go too far away from what we're talking about currently, but that's what she did to K. Michelle. K. Michelle's an amazing artist, allegedly was abused by a guy. That guy was married to someone that Tamar Braxton once considered her friend. You saw what happened in that video when Nene put Toya's name on the screen. She froze. Exactly. That's my point I was trying to make. It's Instagram Live. You can choose not to answer certain questions. She did not answer that question. That wasn't her first time freezing on questions because she knows once she talk about it, the blogs would take it and twist it and turn it. So she did not talk about Toya. But back to K. Michelle. Toya was married to a guy that physically abused singer K. Michelle. Okay? Tamar taught Toya was a friend. Long story short, she and Toya are no longer friends. I already did that video. Look for it somewhere on the channel. Whatever the case might be, or research. Okay, I don't want to put all of that in here. But however, the time that she taught Toya was her friend. Tamar is someone who also went through domestic violence, but because Toya was her friend, instead of her being quiet, she found herself being a loyal friend. She went on social media ranting how her husband friend is incredible. He's never shown tendencies of domestic violence, as if your friend husband is going to come around you and show that he's an abusive person, okay? Long story short, K. Michelle was like, girl, this has nothing to do with you, especially a woman who is a survivor of domestic violence. K. Michelle went in on her. If you watched the reel, you remember Tamar was crying because someone called her a muppet. If you remember that episode, well, K. Michelle was the one who did that to Tamar. Now, the woman she was fighting for, guess what? Husband is divorced. The woman and that husband went on marriage boot camp. The husband showed that he was violent and had tendencies, okay, of putting his hands on women. That woman is no longer friends with Tamar. But most of you are aware of Toya because she was married to Lil Wayne as well. At the end of the day, K. Michelle was vindicated, but Tamar cried on the reel and made this big deal about, oh my gosh, I didn't even say that much. But girl, it wasn't your place to insert yourself into someone going through domestic violence, especially being a survivor of one. And then Tamar did the same thing, okay? She brought up the Candy situation, and then when Candy clapped back at Nene, this was her response, that she doesn't want any smoke. So in as much as Tamar did not curse Kenya Moore out, did not drag Kenya Moore, even did her best to say, you know what, I don't think Mark behaved that way because he's just this terrible person. He behaved that way because my man is the same way. He's not here for drama, and he doesn't have any problem putting me in check because he's not here for the nonsense. So I understand, but all I'm saying is all of the extra stuff, calling her Ken, like I'm saying, had Mark Daly called Kenya Moore Ken, and it has stopped right there, oh, he calls her Ken, so cute, and everyone moved on, then there's no problem. But because Ken was turned into something negative, Tamar being aware of that and using it, I can understand why some of Kenya Moore's supporters are upset. All right. And also too, for her to then try to justify what Kenya can and can't be mad at and saying, oh, she didn't think you call her baby a buffalo and all of that. Now, in the future, if Kenya Moore is on Watch What Happens Live and Tamar is on there, and Kenya was to give Tamar a certain energy, social media who have no clue that this Instagram Live exists will be like, oh man, yeah, we go again. Kenya Moore being upset with another woman, and then Kenya Moore gets dragged. But what people don't know is Kenya normally be minding her business. She doesn't bother these people. But if you notice, almost every Instagram Live, this HBIC, this heavyweight champion, Nene Mayweather, the one, the threat, the one that she built this house and no one can take that away from her.
You were probably at home watching me on the show. And so I laid this platform, I built this foundation, put it like that, because my name carries weight and I'm the heavyweight champion. And so they use my name. I really don't understand. Well, what I do think is what I was saying earlier. I'm the heavyweight champion. And people like to use my name to take them where they need to go.
Whatever the case might be, haven't you noticed that almost every single live, who name comes up in the argument? Who name comes up in the conversation? Exactly, Kenya Moore. Yes, Tamar did ask about other people, but I'm just saying, almost every single live, Kenya Moore name comes out. All of these people mentioning Kenya Moore is the reason why Nene can't stand Kenya, because even when she's on her live, okay, screaming that she's a HBIC, who are they mentioning in her life? Exactly. Also, for Nene to be like, when people hit below the belt, there's no coming back from it. And man, please watch the last video I posted, Nene versus Candy, and all of these hand gestures that, you know, I was including in the video, and to make it make sense from Monique and all of that, because I'm confused. Like, you're talking about hitting below the belt? What show are we watching? Like, and I see in those comments a lot of people using the word, you know, delusional. Something is seriously going on up there. There's no way the queen of hitting below the belt, even in recent episodes, went so low towards Kenya Moore, talking about her private area, I mean, she just went so low, and she's the one over here talking about hitting below the belt. But yes, a positive. You know, Nene and Tamar, of course, our baby Brooklyn is beautiful. So that part, of course, you know, cool. They talk about beautiful Brooklyn, all of that. But yeah, guys, to me, nothing to see here. Just add Tamar Braxton to the long list of people talking about Kenya Moore on Instagram Live. Talking about the show is about sisterhood, and they always come back to sisterhood. Child, if that's sisterhood, I don't want it, okay? I don't want it. I understand no one is perfect. We all go through ups and downs, but no one should be verbally abused and mentally and emotionally abused, okay? Just to be a part of someone's sisterhood. Like, nope, thank you. You can have it. But overall, I'm glad I did the video. For those of you who asked for it, here you go. I know I'm late, but better late than never. If you watched the last video, you know the reason why I'm late. I'm not going to repeat it in here. Anyways, I'm wishing you all the best. You know, be safe out there. The end of here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.